Hey all you beautiful people, welcome to my channel, A Yogi's Diary. Welcome to this space and welcome to today's practice. If you're here by choice, thank you so much for coming to practice with me. And if you're here by chance, I urge you to stay on and leave me your feedback once you're done with this entire session. As some of you already know, about 70% of the content and the videos that I put up on this channel is specially for beginners or people who've just about started on their yoga journey. So if you are new to this channel, do subscribe and click that little notification bell so you get notified each time I do put up a new video. Also, do save the videos that you like and you would like to keep practicing so you don't have to keep looking for those videos in the future. So today's diary entry or today's practice is something that you're going to do. The entire session is going to be in a seated position. So you're not going to be standing, you're not lying down, nothing. Everything as you sit. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so let's begin today's practice by chanting Om. Just come into a comfortable seated posture. Place your hands on your knees. Gently close your eyes. And check that your back is nice and straight. Take a deep breath in. And slowly open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to start with a few stretches for our hands, our wrists and our shoulders. So extend your arms forward, shoulder height, and place your thumb on the inside of your hand. And what we're going to do is make a tight fist, kind of with a little pressure on your thumb, and then open up your fingers nice and wide, spreading out the palm, spreading out your fingers. So let's do this about 10 times and breathe normally while you do this. So thumb inside and open, close, open, close, open, close, open. Relax those shoulders. Keep your elbows soft. Keep going. Just another 4 of them. Breathe normally. Spread out those fingers as wide as you can and release. Now keeping the thumb on the inside, make a nice fist and let's make a few circles with the wrist and try to avoid the entire arm from moving. So about 3 to 5 circles in each direction. Just let's go of any tightness that gets developed working on your computers, on your laptops, texting, typing through the day, on the phone, just holding the phone. So it requires a lot of energy right out here and here, so that just releases it all out. All right, then turn the hands up. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Bring your elbows together. Point the elbows up towards the ceiling. Let's make a few circles over here, using the elbows as our guiding point. So take them behind, and when you reach your elbows back, think of getting your elbows together behind you as if you're squeezing a little lemon between your shoulder blades. And then point them down, point them forward, lift them up, take them back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward. Let's reverse that. Bring it back, take it all the way up and join them as you bring them forward. Take it down, back, squeezing that lemon, lift it up, bring it forward, down, back, up and forward. All right. Now take your right elbow up, placing your palm on your upper back. Take your left hand and hold on to your right elbow, gently giving it a nice stretch, pulling it towards the left. Hold it there. Keep your head centered. And then very slowly bend over to the left side. When you do that, you're going to feel a stretch all along the right side of your shoulder and your upper back. Stay there, breathe. And then very gently come back up. Switch the elbow. So now hold your left elbow, placing your left hand flat on your upper back. Pull the left elbow with your right hand. Give it a nice stretch while you wait here for a few breaths. And then bend over to the right side. Still adding a little pressure over here with your hand on the elbow. And breathe into that stretch that you feel all along the left side of your arm, your shoulder, and the upper back. And then slowly come back up to the center. All right, so we're going to do a few cat and cow stretches while we sit in this position. So bring your hands on your knees and we're going to round the back over here, drawing the abdomen in. Think of pressing the midpoint of your back to the wall behind you. Drop the chin down towards the chest. Stay here for a couple of moments. Just feel that stretch all through the spine, right from your neck all the way down to your tailbone. Nice straight arms with soft elbows. And then as you inhale, begin to lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Drop your head back and look up. Hold it there. Think of a hook lifting your chest up. Roll your shoulders back. All right, now let's coordinate this movement with the breath. So as you exhale, round that back, scoop that navel in. As you inhale, lift the chest up and drop your head back. As you exhale, round the back again, chin to chest. As you inhale, arch the back. Think of bringing your shoulder blades together. Once more. Exhale, round your back. Inhale and arch the back. Good. And come back to neutral. All right, now bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to go in for a butterfly position or Titliasana. Interlock your fingers and hold your feet in your palms. And then see how close you can bring your feet towards your heels, towards your body. Keep your back nice and lifted. And begin to move the knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly. So I'm just doing it in this position because I want to show you what I do after. So moving the knees up and down. Keeping the elbows soft. No tension in my shoulders. So a great way to release any tension that's stored up in your hip joints or the hips. And you can even increase the speed a little bit more if you like, or go bigger with your movements. And then release. All right, so now as you lift your arms up, we're going to go in for a forward bend. So keep your feet exactly where they are, or if you like, you can always move them a bit forward, depending on how flexible you feel. Inhale, lift your arms up. As you exhale, I want you to go as forward as you can and then very gently place your hands on the mat. Spread out those fingers, relax your shoulders, and just allow your knees to settle down in the direction of the floor or the mat. So stay there. It doesn't matter how far ahead you reach. Just relax the head, relax your shoulders away from the ears, and allow the knees to relax down. Breathe deeply. See if you can inch your fingers forward a little bit more. Lengthening from the hip, from your waist. And then as you inhale, reach your arms forward, lift them up and bring them down behind your back. All right, for the next position, you're going to cross your legs. And this is just to counter a forward bend that we just did. So you're going to place your hands behind your back, allow the chest to go forward, and then come on to your knees. So my legs are crossed and I'm on my knees, dropping my head back confidently. If you're not comfortable doing that, don't worry about it. You can look forward or look up. And then focus on lifting that chest up and hips forward. Lengthening the spine, arching it. Hold. Breathe. And then slowly let the hips come back onto the mat. All right, the next position I'm going to be showing you is something called Dandasana or the staff pose, for which you're going to straighten out your legs in front of you. Now it's called the staff, it's called Dandasana because Danda in Sanskrit means stick. And here you're pretty much like a stick, one stick here, one stick here. It's a pose where everything is engaged, every part of your body is engaged. Very good to stretch out your chest and really lengthen your back, activate your back muscles. So you're going to start by flexing your feet, curling your toes inward. Bring your arms by the side of the body and make sure your chest is not flaring out. So draw it in by engaging your abdominal muscles and then lift up all the way from your hips right through the top of your head. Keeping your legs engaged, keeping your feet flexed, and hold it there. So it's a very active pose, and even though you feel like you're doing nothing, you're doing a lot. Now, some of you might feel that your elbows are bending, which is fine because you probably have longer arms. And those of you who have shorter arms might be able to keep your shoulders down and keep your hands very comfortably on the mat. So it doesn't matter if the elbows are bent, that's fine. What matters is that your shoulders should be away from the ears. So keep lifting. Everything activated over here. Stay there. Breathe. Chest forward. Abdomen in. Feet flexed. Shoulders down. Stay active. Keep lifting through the crown of your head. And then exhale and relax. All right, for the next posture, you're going to open up your feet as wide, open up your legs as wide as you can. So nice and wide over here. And then you're going to go as forward as you can. So it's a forward fold, a wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to give you 3 options. The first is that you can just slide your hands and hold on to your ankles or any other part of your leg you're comfortable holding. Again, depends on how flexible you are. But remember to keep your feet flexed. Avoid your knees from bending. That's why hold on wherever you can. Your second option is to lift your arms, go forward, place your hands flat on the mat or on the floor, wherever you reach, and hold it there. Your third option is to actually bring your elbows down if you're feeling flexible today and hold it there. So do whichever of these 3 you feel comfortable in. I'm going to do this one. Moving the chest forward, flexing my feet, relaxing my head down. And breathing. Maybe even grabbing your 2 big toes. Deep breaths. So try and stay very still in whichever position you are. Watch the breath. So if you're here, and notice the stretch that you feel all along the inside of your thigh. Breathe into it, relax it. Don't tense yourself up any further. Remember, keep your feet flexed, which helps to keep the legs active. And then when you're done, you can slowly slide up and sit up nice and tall. All right, from here, you're going to go in for a twist. So lift your arms up. And as you drop down, bring your left hand to your right leg, wherever you can hold. Could be your thigh, could be your knee, could be your calf muscle. And the right arm goes behind, dropping your head down towards the knee. Again, make sure that the left buttock is not going up. Hold it there. Soft elbows. One arm reaching forward, one arm reaching back. And then again, lift your arms back up. To the other side, take your right arm, go over to the left foot or left calf muscle, thigh, wherever you feel comfortable reaching. Make sure that the right buttock is not going off the mat. Extend the left arm behind you. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. Breathe. And then slowly come right back up to the center, releasing your arms down. Okay, so the next position I'm showing you is called Janu Shirsasana, for which you're going to bend your right knee and bring your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Now, if you notice, I'm looking forward right now, but ideally, I want you to twist to face the left foot so that your left foot comes right in the center of both your shoulders. So again, it's a forward fold, lift your arms up, twist to the left, and as you exhale, drop down. Keep that left foot flexed. Again, it doesn't matter where you hold. It totally depends on how flexible you are. So ideally, try and take your right hand a little ahead of the left hand and relax down. Elbows slightly bent, shoulders relaxed. So there's no strain on my shoulders. I'm not pulling with my arms. And breathe. Notice that both shoulders are equidistant from the floor. So it's not that one is up and one is down. And remember to breathe. And then inhale, lift your arms forward, stretch them forward, lift them up. And then from here, I'm going to go in for a twist. So drop your right arm behind you and bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, twisting and looking over your right shoulder. Stay there for a few breaths. And with every inhalation, focus on lifting your spine up. With every exhalation, twist a little bit more from your heart, from your thoracic part of the spine. Not too much from the neck, not too much from the waist, but work on the center part. And then inhale, lift your arms up and exhale down. All right, for the opposite side, stretch out your right leg, bend the left knee, bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh, flex that foot, lift the arms up, twist to your right so your foot is centered between both shoulders. As you exhale, bend forward. I like to keep my left arm forward ahead of my right hand, just to give that little extra stretch to the left side of the back, and then relax down. Remember, what's really important is your shoulders should be relaxed away from the ears. Elbows should be soft, slightly bent, because if they aren't, that means you're using your arm strength to reach and grab the leg, which is not the intention of this position. You really want to work on lengthening your back. And remember to keep your foot flexed to engage the entire leg. So avoid the knee from bending. Breathe. Both shoulders equidistant, so they're squared. And then inhale, reach your arms beyond your foot. As you inhale, lift up. Center the shoulders, and you're going to go in for your twist. So bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee, while the left arm goes behind your back. I'm just going to move forward a little and look over your left shoulder. So remember, the arm which is behind your back, you don't want to be resting on it, but really lift your back up. So inhaling, lifting your spine up. Exhaling, twisting a little more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. And then lift both your arms up. And exhale, bring both the arms down. All right. So now I'm going to show you the cow pose, or Gomukh Asana. And now the Gomukh Asana is ideally done in this position, where the legs are in this position, right? But if you're a beginner and sitting in this position with both your feet on the outside, sitting on your buttocks, you find this a little difficult, it's perfectly fine to keep your legs crossed or come into a kneeling position, or you could even be standing like this. So we're working more on the arms today rather than the leg position. I'm, however, going to continue sitting over here in this position. You can choose what suits you. So if my right knee is on top, I'm going to take my right elbow up over here. So I'm going to turn around so you can see what my hands are doing behind. So the top hand, the palm should be on the back. The lower arm, the left one in this case, palm should be facing away. And then you grab and you hold. Now, even when I started with my practice, I couldn't grab my hands like this. So it's come with a lot of practice. So if you cannot hold this, it's perfectly fine to hold your t-shirt like this, or you can even grab a piece of cloth, a strap, whatever is accessible to you at this moment. So hold that position. Work on opening your armpit up. So rather than the elbow pointing forward, lift it up and back. Stay there now once you've come into your position. Close your eyes if you like. Draw your abdomen in a little, engage it. Make sure your spine is lifted and you're not slouching or sinking into your hips with your body weight. So everything is nice and lifted, long neck, breathe. Try and hold it for a good 30 seconds, about 3 to 5 breaths. And notice how my head is separate from what my arm is doing, which means I'm not leaning on my arm is not leaning on my head. They're both separate, doing their own thing. And then slowly release. Okay, so we're going to switch legs. So if you were sitting cross-legged like this, just cross the legs the other way. If you were sitting the way I was, then bring your left knee on top. And make sure if you're doing this position that both buttocks, or the sit bones, the bones in your buttocks are on the mat and your feet are outside. So if I place my hands over here, both my feet are equidistant. Okay, bring the left elbow up now. Again, this palm is going to be on my back. And the right hand goes down with the palm facing away. Hold wherever you can and close your eyes. Now, while you're holding the position, make sure that you're moving that elbow back, the top elbow. Your head is separate from what your arm is doing. You're lifting your spine up. Make sure you're breathing right now. See if you can hear the sound of your breath. And this side, for a lot of people, for most people, is the tougher side because it's the left arm which is up. And most of us are righties. We use our right arms more, and because of which our left arm, the muscles in the left arm haven't been used that much, so it feels tighter and a little harder. But for people who are lefties, this side is going to be easier. So just breathe and exhale. Slowly release. All right, release that leg. You can just roll your shoulders a couple of times, roll them back, and then roll them forward. Okay, so the last position I'm doing today is a backward bending position, back bend, the camel or ustrasan, for which you're going to come onto your knees and they're going to be open as wide as your hips. Point your toes away. I'm going to show you two versions to this. One is a simpler one and it's a supported position, which is basically you place your hands behind your lower back, you move your hips forward and you drop your head back. Remember, keep your hips in line with your knees. You don't want to let your hips go behind your knee joint. So work on moving the hips forward. Also work on lifting your chest up so you're not compressing your spine. So this is your supported version. The other actual camel is that you hold on to your heel or your ankle and again lift that chest and drop your head back confidently. Those of you who find it difficult to let the head go, it's perfectly fine to look forward or look up. But remember the same two things as the earlier version, hip joint in line with your knee joint, chest lifting up and drop your head back. Breathe. Feel that chest opening up. Make use of this position to take deep breaths and fill your lungs up with air. And then slowly come right back out of the position. Cross your legs and we're going to again end today's session with a few cat and cow stretches. So place your hands on your knees, round your back just the way we did at the start. And notice the difference that you feel in your back, in your hips, in your neck, in your shoulders. Stay here, breathe. Think of drawing your abdomen in. Think of pressing the midpoint of your back to the wall behind you. Relax the shoulders, chin to the chest. As you inhale, arch the back. Think of bringing your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest up and confidently drop your head back, looking up. Roll your shoulders down and away from the ears. Breathe. Let's do 3 more using our breath. So exhale, round the back. Inhale, arch the back, lift it up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One last one. Exhale, round. And inhale, arch. And then come back to neutral. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's session. Do leave me a comment. Let me know how it went for you. Hoping to see much more of all of you. Do remember to subscribe to the channel, and we're going to end today's session by chanting Om. I hope you keep practicing. Remember to stay healthy and very important to stay happy. Until next time, goodbye. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya.